Hi, I'm Peter Jones, Chartered Surveyor, author and property investor. Another bonus reason why I love property. Do you remember in a previous video I talked about the returns from property are invariably greater than money returns? Well, it's true that the returns from property are invariably greater than the returns from other types of investment as well. Let me give you a good example, the stock market. So I checked the figures for the FTSE the other day, and the other day the FTSE stood at 6,825. Compare that with the 1st of January year 2000, 19 years ago. 19 years ago, the FTSE stood at 6,900. In other words, over the last 19 years, the FTSE's gone down by about 75 points. In other words, it's gone down and not up. But compare that with the house price index. On the 1st of January 2000, it stood at 77,698. A couple of days ago, £217,000. In other words, the price index has gone up 279%. It's gone up 2.79 times, in other words, over 19 years. So the FTSE's gone down, whereas the house price index has almost trebled. Now, before you start writing in and saying, yeah, but with the FTSE you get dividend payments, let me just retort by saying, yeah, but with property you get rent payments. And also think of it this way. The FTSE is not consistent in the sense that if a company isn't performing very well, they drop out of the FTSE and they're replaced by a better performing company. Whereas the Halifax or the nationwide house price indices, they can't do that. They can't just say, do you know what, terraced houses haven't been doing very well this year, we'll just drop those and we'll replace them with city centre flats. No, because it's an index of all properties, so it doesn't change. The content and the context of the index doesn't change in that sense, whereas the FTSE does. So when you think of it that way, it's even more impressive the way that property has outperformed the FTSE index. So this is another reason why I love property. Well, I hope you found that informative and inspirational. And if you want help in property, please do come over to my website, www.thepropertyteacher.co.uk. Loads of great resources there, including my blog. There's loads of free videos, loads of great articles. There's free reports to download, including Learning with Peter, where you'll be able to access resources like my video courses, like my ebooks, including my home study course, the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, which I've literally sold thousands of copies of, which takes you through how I started in property, literally with none of my own money, but how I was able to build a portfolio of £2 million worth of property in just 4 years. I'll show you everything that I did right so that you can do the same, and I'll show you everything that I did wrong. I'll tell you about all of my mistakes so that you can avoid them, so that you can progress in property far more quickly than me. Until next time, here's to successful property investing.